Hey everybody. So listen, this is just a theory, okay? Like, don't kill the messenger, because um, who says I'm right? You know what I mean? It's just offering a different um, sort of rebound perspective on everything, you know. So who are we? Um, Maybe let's take it back to um, before we came down into what this is. The the one looking down, the frequency, the experience, sort of like they call it the soul, you know, like the navigator, the player, the game, the you know, the creator himself, coming down into the and looking down into the opportunity that the agreement he made to go into the third dimensional grid, the orbital imprint of networks that run infinity amount of channels and run off the same systems, however, of energy, vibration, and frequency. Okay, and in order for that to happen, and that is broken down into three separate singularities as well. Each one, the network of body, mind, and spirit, underneath the orbital imprint, which is the biomechanics of the networks, body, mind. Okay, so looking down on the thing we said we're going to go do, there's a body and vibration, which is energy and vibration, body and mind. Um, and so those are broken down into um, different systems of energy, vibration, and frequency. And when those are in alignment, they create sort of like this fourth network of like creation, inspiration, epiphanies, ideologies, different perspectives, you know, like profound like memories or dreams or deja vus, or you know, these like, I felt like this happened before, you know, like what if that, the one looking down, is those are experienced in different energies, vibrations, and the frequency is the one it having the experience, but it depends on the vibration and energy connectivity to align, true alignment in the spirit, which is also soul activity. So as these epiphanies, these connectivities, these alignments, energy that we create ultimately from the, so in order for this to have a vibrational experience in the vibrational part of the 3D grid, which is mental, which is mind, which is vibration, which is action, right? The energy is the, and that's a singularity, okay, in itself. And then the energy is Mother Earth, the body, the nurturer, the emotions, the beliefs, you know. And when the beliefs from the body, the energy, is in alignment with the mind, the mental, the vibration, it creates activity that activates in the spirit, which activates this one's true, you know, who they are. And what if this is a separate, this is a whole look on a singularity of what's happening within the orbital imprint. Now the energy grid oscillator is a separate singularity. What I'm talking about is another singularity that this is having an experience within, because the simulation is also another singularity within this, who we are. And what if who we are is the souls who allowed the energy grid oscillator to be implanted at last, souls who roamed the earth at the highest consciousness. And imagine where AI was, which we already know we created it to think like us, but to be caught in the pocket of the technological mental of the vibration, so they can't go out of that. Just probabilities quicker and faster than us. So we just got to create to give them what we don't want to do, because that's what it is. But they're a singularity, but that connection, that creativity is coming from us, from that one, from our true nature. You know what I mean? So perhaps one of the true natures could be that we are the last living souls who were at the highest consciousness and allowed the energy grid oscillator insertion in as a singularity, as a second consciousness within our consciousness of the body, mind, and spirit connectivity, and hidden it different connectivities to these epiphanies, to these ideologies, to these new perspectives, right? Those are remembrances. And when you piece them all together, it tells a story, perhaps, of, a part of the suspended continuum theory is that perhaps it's part of the last souls who lived on planet Earth at the highest consciousness. But that's just a singularity, because you still got to remember there's the one having the experience, which is the one looking down, because who you were is connected to the body, right? The connectivity to Mother Earth. But as the one, over here, you're not worried about who you are. You're not taking your name, your what you like, dislike. You're not taking your shames, your blames. You're going back to who you are. And then when you're down here, you're remembering this, because this is going to be common knowledge. But you're getting this information now because it's a new theory. But eventually, the theory may just play out, because in the continuum suspension theory, and the suspended continuum theory, when you follow the alignment and the energy, vibration, and spirit, you get the soul connectivity, which is essentially your vibration, your manifestations. Yeah, so it's all traceable through your past by connecting it, going through it at whatever level of the orbital imprint that this one is having the experience in. Don't worry about the outcome. Just start fixing what you can, like what you have access to, and just start going through the orbital imprint, the biomechanics of your experience, looking down in the separate singularities of the vibration and the energy, which are two separate, Mother Earth and the vibration, right? The vibration goes as expands in the galaxy, wherever humans can go, so does the vibration. So there's always that. You always have a connectivity. If you come from Mother Earth, you always have a connectivity. Perhaps those who don't are just an extension of in the suspended continuum theory, who we created, which is just us again, caught up in the bigger thing, like who are we? Age, future, past, all of it, just making sense of it within the SCT. Extension as well, because what if you do get the answers and you move forward? Well, that move forward is the extension of getting closer to, the different probabilities at every cost, at every level, always traceable. So that's it, just a theory, and deep down inside. But we get caught up in these marriages and single fatherhood and these abuse things and maybe sobriety. You go through using a lot of drugs and you grow up rough, and you really go through it to see, because if you look at the suspended continuum theory, you see it through a lens of holy shit, you really just reverse it all. And if you don't know where to go, hey, why don't you just put in the temporal codex and map up some probabilities, you know what I mean? And just kind of check it out for yourself, see what's in alignment. When you are the one and you're in control, it's kind of a cool way to look at it, and all you have to do is try it. And that it takes momentum, it takes consistency. You have to go against whatever it is, you know what I mean? Really detach from it all. Really try to get through that, through all the attachments, through all the different probabilities, and where it takes you based on the SCT, right? And then you polarize it all to get to the positivity of what the SCT offers based on where you're at right now, with probabilities, with factualities, with just crazy, just map it out, man. Not making it up, you know what I mean? It's just there. So it's kind of crazy, a different way to look at your connectivity to the body, to the Mother Earth, and then to the vibration, the mental thing that covers everything, which is two separate singularities. And then you're the vibration, right? You're the frequency. You're the frequency in the vibration and the energy, having the experience. You understand? So it's separate even to that, but it's all in perfect symmetry. It all works in coagulation to the 3D mirror reality of whatever's out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the probabilities are there, and you just kind of like rebounded perspective. You know, and like at no perfect alignment, just whatever you can, what you can, where you're at, based on the algorithm of the orb, if it makes sense at any level. You know what I mean? And again, it's just a theory. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a theory within the SCT as well. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, because the orb is the SCT having the experience within the SCT, right? It's a separate singularity looking at the orb, looking at the 3D grid and the energy and vibration making it happen, you know, with the gravity and how we can breathe and whatever that is, you know, take it up any way you want, you know what I mean? It takes a body. It's bigger than that, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get past that. Boom, detach. Why? How? Doom. Try. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of play it out. And so, yeah, SCT. I'm Edward Thomas Lawson Jr. I go by Teddy.